After show. After show.
After show!
Yay!
After show. We just finished filming.
Oh, it's nice. It's so nice at the end of a project. I just feel relaxed.
And we've been so close to being able to finish this one, but because we had to let it cure for a couple of days, we were like 95%, and then we were just like, I just want to wrap this up. Because I don't really, if we don't have to, I don't like starting another project before the first one's wrapped up. It's just weird to get into a different mindset.
It's really just not pleasant for us.
I don't know why. It's just it's hard going back and forth.
Well, the timelines and knowing where we were at in the last one, there's too many things to keep track of. I don't know.
Even though I edit them as we go, it's just weird because when you switch gears and you go back to the other project, you're like, where was I?
Or if you set up the equipment differently, or if you have different backgrounds, or what consistency and
we have had times where we had to I'm trying to remember which projects we were shuffling
something.
But yeah, we had to keep clearing off the workbench. We had a bunch of stuff on the workbench for one project and a bunch of stuff on the workbench for the other project, and we had to keep moving our mess, but we couldn't put up the mess because we needed the mess for the alternating project, and we just kept moving it back and forth for consistency.
Crazy. So one thing that I wanted to touch on is how long we've sat on this project idea. Because we talked about the origin of the project. We saw this on Reddit. Mm-hmm. And that did it immediately go on our list right then?
We had a similar idea on the list beforehand, and that was doing a fully resin toilet seat.
Oh, fully resin.
That has been on our list for
a long time.
Maybe a year, at least 6 months.
We're just going to be the house with wacky resin toilet seats.
I mean, you get to a certain point where the projects you're making aren't, it's not really because you'd see that in a store and want to get it for yourself. It's just because it would be fun.
It's funny. It's fun to do. It's clickable.
Yeah.
All this other stuff. Yeah.
So we'll be the house with the weird toilet seats, I guess.
Honestly, I'm thinking I kind of want to keep it there.
I kind of want to keep it too.
At least for a while.
I want to keep it until we have people over and not warn them. And if it's family, I was like, what's happening? If it's family, then they may have seen the video, but maybe not.
I don't know. Just gotta invite some guests that don't watch our content over and just feed them coffee. just
make sure they're in there a while.
I don't know. It seems fun, and also it's if when you go to the restroom, it makes you laugh and it makes you laugh at the color changing toilet seat you have to sit on.
Yeah.
Maybe bring some joy into our lives every now and then. You know? I don't know. I think it's just fun unless it starts failing and then we just.
Yeah. When we put Jube on it at the end.
Yeah. She kind of scratched a little bit.
Yeah. And I was like, oh God, what if she scratched? It's fine. I checked it.
Well, because I think that for once in our project history, oftentimes we let the resin harden. We let it wait 24 hours, but on the slow cure, it's 7 days until fully cured, full strength.
Which we'd never have time for, which is why in some projects the bucket
we don't
stools,
sit on it. Or
the bucket stool, we didn't sit on it. For certain things, we're very delicate with it. You know?
Oftentimes we just get around it by just being very gentle. But it's almost always 24 hours. We're hanging it. We're doing whatever. Now we do have to wait. You have to wait that full period of time if you're going to sand because you don't want not fully cured resin to be particulate, because that's really bad. But most of the times we just avoid sanding for that reason. And we
also avoided sanding on this one.
Yeah.
Sanding the drips on the underside was it's fine.
It's fine. But working with the fast cure, I think that's going to be a great top coat in the future. I really am glad that we have brought that into our repertoire.
Me too, because we always did the slow just to be safe.
Yep.
Because we had more working time, but...
you really do have 15, it says the pot time is 10 minutes, but you have more than 10 minutes.
It was more, it wasn't until 15 or 20 that it started, getting to the point where if you poked it, it wouldn't, flatten back out.
Now, the slower the cure, the thicker you can go, So the fast cure is really great for like thin top coats. So things to keep in mind.
And I wouldn't use it for like any type of resin art where you're going to want to like be able to manipulate it for
a
while.
long period of time. Yeah.
But yeah, for this, I see us using it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think one reason, going back to like my first transition, why we sat on this project for a while is because like, you know, we've talked to you guys multiple times about our fears about pushing the channel too far, too fast.
Yeah.
In terms of like the content we're making and the silliness and
in terms of it being
like,
too goofy.
It's like, I thought this project was really, really, really good. And it does highlight a lot of different
techniques,
tips and techniques if you wanted to do something serious using like, you know, thermochromatic pigment and resin combined. But I don't know. I think we've gotten kind of past some of our hesitations about silly projects to a certain degree. We don't want to overwhelm our channel with it, but we're getting more comfortable with throwing them into our channel every now and then.
Because even though we're often very silly during the filming, the projects are often practical in at least some way.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're not going to do the thing exactly, you can kind of like imagine how you would use those techniques in a new way. But
like the geode side table. It's still a functioning side table. It's a little bit elaborate, but like it's completely practical and functional. But like the weird thing is like knowing where the boundary between practical and silly is.
Because I think the last project that didn't do as well as we expected, and it was a totally like not practical project, was the zombie weapon.
But also it's like, was it the welding? Was it?
I don't know.
Was it the format? Was it the length? Or, I don't know. Like was our channel just not ready for that? There's so many aspects to like everything with these videos that it's just hard to know what causes what.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Well, we have a couple other silly projects we want to tackle, but we don't want to do like silly project all in a row. So I think we'll like intermix the sillies with some that are slightly more practical projects.
But it's really nice having sponsors that are really chill with us doing silly things.
Especially because like, so for this, Squarespace had to like give us an additional subscription.
Yeah.
For this new
we
website.
want to make a website, feelyourbutt.com, where we make thermochromatic resin. And they're like, haha, that's funny, go for it. And it's like that support from really cool sponsors. We're like building up a repertoire of sponsors that we have good relationships with, and like
that don't care what the project is.
Don't care what the project is.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's really nice. So it's really nice being able to stay financially like responsible and also explore and have fun with our projects. So that's been really nice.
Yeah, I think that's something that like the longer we've done this, the higher priority like sponsor flexibility has become.
Yeah, well, one thing I was just like, the image flashed into my head. Again, it's like when I sat on the top at the very end and all of the folds on my like,
I don't know like, where those folds came from.
I don't know. It's like, it's strange that our butt prints will forever be on the internet now.
I mean, though, if you think about it, during the pendulum art,
our butt prints were there too.
Our butt prints, they were a little bit more obscured.
A little bit less like HD, 3D. Isn't that somebody? Your butt print was like completely like.
It was like so
3D.
Perfectly HD. Okay. So I'll admit I feel a little bit weird about it, but at the same time I'm like, okay, like stuff on our channel, I'm cool with it being on our channel if it's like I'm okay with my grandparents seeing it, and I'm okay with like my niece seeing it, and I'm like, okay, if like it passes that test, you know, butts are funny.
Butts are funny.
You know, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get like weird comments, but whatever, we'll delete them.
It's like the only way to find out how cool our broader audience is just like put it out and see if everyone can be chill and respectful about our butts. And with that concludes today's after show. Thank you guys for the continual support, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.